On Talkback today, the Balmoral show is going to the Maze, of course. So is Talkback. Wendy will be live from the agricultural show on the first day in its new home. That's on the 15th of May. Put that in your diaries. One of the people we'll be speaking to is Adam Black. He's president of the Young Farmers, and Adam's in the studio with us. Hi there, Adam.
Hello, Connor. How are you?
Thanks for coming in. The bad weather, your own farm, you got pretty well clobbered by the sound of things.
Absolutely. Connor had Wendy out with us last week. She interviewed us on the snow.
Yeah.
We're down in the Dermara Hills in County Down.
Yeah.
So we were certainly hit with the snow quite bad. We had drifts of between 10 and 20 foot in some places.
Are you a sheep farmer yourself?
We have a number of sheep.
Did you lose some animals?
Sheep, dairy and cattle. Thankfully, we got off quite lightly in the snow. Compared with a number of our neighbours that lost substantial numbers of animals. I think the final total, I heard 25,000.
I heard it's more than that.
It has increased.
Yeah.
But also a lot of sheds have collapsed, so there's knock-on damage that's going to take a few months.
Of course, we get lots of texters and messages from people who say farmers, they're always complaining. They're a rich lot, really. What about the image of farmers generally, do you think, Adam?
Well, I work in a farm shop, and I suppose complaints are a big thing. But I suppose they work hard. They're up in the morning from 5 in the morning, maybe don't get to bed until midnight. They may be up during the night if a cow's due to calve.
It's not a 9 to 5 job, is it?
Definitely not, no. So I think as much as they might complain a little bit, but sure, who doesn't? Politicians complain, everyone complains.
And a big exciting move to the Maze, whether you're for or against, it'll be different, won't it?
Absolutely. The site at the Maze there is much bigger than the old site at the King's Hall, but they'll still have the same about the attractions. They'll have bigger. It'll be bigger and better than always it was. There'll be the prize winning cattle, the displays, the family fun element to it, the sheep shearing, and of course Wendy will be there with Talkback. I think I'll be calling down to see her on the Wednesday.
That's the major draw, let's face it.
Absolutely. Well, now after hot debate and deep discussion, what better way to end the day than with your Uncle Hugo straight afterwards?
There's no need for me to introduce him, Adam. You've done it yourself. Thanks very much indeed. William Crawley will be here tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday. But as Adam so rightly said, it's time for Hugo Duncan. Hugo, over to you.
Bye, Kimberlet.
Well done.
Hugo Duncan.
Skidity, that's me.
BBC Radio Ulster.
Thanks to Connor there and the Talkback team, and young Adam, the young defender. You're welcome.
Baby's good to me, no, he's happy as can be, no, he says so. I'm in love with him and I feel fine. Baby says he's mine, you know, he tells me all the time, you know, he says so. I'm in love with him and I feel fine. I'm so glad I'm his little girl.
Louise Morrissey kicking us off to a good old start today. You're very welcome to the programme. Give us a shout now. Lines are open. And on the phones today, we've got Louise, Laura, we've got Pete and Lady Mandy. They're all taking your calls there on 08459 555 678. If you want to give me a shout on the text, 81771 is the text. And then the email, hugo.duncan at bbc.co.uk. We have a chorus behind us. More about that in a minute. We'll talk about them in a minute. But Joe, you've got a teaser for us.
I do indeed. Here goes. Men walk over.
Yes.
Men walk under.
Yes.
In times of war,
Yes.
it burns asunder.
Oh, very good, boy.
So build on those thoughts. Men walk over.
Yes.
Men walk under.
Yes.
In times of war, it burns asunder.
Yes. And somebody say, you can do it too to get over it.
Yes, no clues yet.
Oh, sorry, bye.
Men walk over, men walk under. In times of war, it burns asunder.
Things are changing fast. What about these boys behind us? Will we let them on? What do you think, will we? Yeah. Aye, all right.
I remember well the years gone by and the changes they have brought. I lived right here in the Emerald Isle since I was just a tot. And Declan's dad in his pony trap on Sundays could be seen.
But hey, the pony trap's now out of date. 'Tis Butler's limousine.
Do you remember the good old days? Forever they are past.
They'll never be the same again, 'cause things are changing fast. I still recall the winter nights and the cottages so bright. It wasn't from the electric scheme, 'twas the good old candlelight.
And the Cayley in the country home with the fiddler in the stand. But that would never do today. 'Tis a 5 or a 6 piece band. Do you remember the good old days? Forever they are past.
They'll never be the same again, 'cause things are changing fast.
Up ya for you, Dickie. Play on. Put more TVO on the tractor. Who's it?
The low backyard, the rocking chair, the tandem made for two. Memories of years gone by, today they are so few.
Our present need is rush and speed and travel night and day. A foreign land sent to hand, 'cause things are here to stay. Do you remember the good old days? Forever they are past.
They'll never be the same again, 'cause things are changing fast.
Stop going and let me off.
Be quiet, Butler.
Up ya for you.
The grass grows green, the shamrocks sing, the mountains stand so tall. They're always there beyond compare, they never changed at all.
All the friends we knew are still so true and will be till the end. I'd give the world for years gone by if they'd be renewed again.
Do you remember the good old days? Forever they are past. They'll never be the same again, 'cause things are changing fast. Hey, do you remember the good old days? Forever they are past. They'll never be the same again, 'cause things are changing
Things are changing fast. They definitely are, because if you just listened there before we the programme on Talkback, you had Adam Black was on there chatting about the Balmoral show, and he's actually doing a tour with us today here. As I let you know, there's always tours here Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we've got Adam Black, we've got Davy, Kerr, the Lord Mayor, we've got Mark Hill and Andy the Dancing Greenkeeper, and the four boys have stayed on, brought us loads of cream buns, and we've got some pastry as well. But boys, first and foremost, you're all very welcome to the programme.
Afternoon, Hugo.
Afternoon, Hugo. Thank you very much.
So Adam, you were down first of all there, and you were chatting to the good man himself, Connor.
Yes, I was down with
He's
Connor
a real
Bradford.
gentleman, isn't he?
Oh, he is, yeah.
It makes me feel good.
I had to make a quick dash up the stairs there.
You did.
Connor's studio to yourself, Hugh.
He's still over. This time last year we were with you over in the Greenmount.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a year ago, and actually we're having a big day at Greenmount tomorrow, with Richie Remo and all coming in tomorrow night
Very good.
for a big country music night.
That'll be good for you.
Yeah,
So
it'll be a
Richie's
great night.
he was on a great show.
It'll be a great night's crack, I'm sure, with our friends from Lochary and Enniskillen's coming up to join us. So we should have a good day's crack up there tomorrow. And well, we have a few shout outs to give you, Hugo.
That's
I'm getting
okay.
back into the co-presenting.
You're getting back into the co because you were in here in the early early November or December. Sorry.
Yeah, for children in need. Yeah,
children in need.
Well, it's a great cause, and it was a great experience to get in here.
Yeah, it was good crack.
It was great crack, and here Lord Mayor Davy Kerr and Mark Hillenall, and I think that the Dancing Greenkeeper will be in this year as well to join us for the co-presenting. So there's the first week took up already with us.
That's it. So tell me now, who have you request for?
Well, we have a wee shout out to give here. Jill Porter and all the clan up there at Greenmount and everybody down there in Banbridge Baptist Church. I had to say hello to them. And Sean Wallace, I was talking to Sean last night. I've got tickets for sale for yourself and Nathan Carter down in the Sleeve Donard.
Oh, very good.
In Newcastle on the 26th of August. So there's a wee plug for that.
I'll tell you what, you will be a politician. So you can get your word in.
There's a wee plug for that. And I've got tickets for sale. Met up with Sean there this morning and they gave me the tickets. So hopefully these boys here will buy a few off me later on.
And then sitting next to you is the one and only Mr. Davy Kerr, the Lord Mayor.
Thank you very much, Hugo.
Davy, how you doing?
Not too bad at all.
Have you enjoyed your trip around the BBC?
Yes, it's been a very enjoyable experience here today, and I had to go around and see how the BBC works and to meet all the presenters, and of course yourself.
You can bear this in mind when you and Adam are up in Stormont there as two young politicians. You can bear this in mind that we need all the money we can get here in the BBC.
Of course, that's it. It's a very enjoyable experience, right, Hugo. A couple of these shout-outs here today are too, if possible, today. The first one there is just for all the folks down in the Low Country, down in God's Country, in Gercoven and the Lower Ards, County Down. And to all the Lisburn ladies there, they all enjoy their cups of tea. And Councillor Nick Pitts and Stephen Dunn and Dynamo Delboy over in Scotland. I was meeting up with them there last week there in Glasgow.
No party of political protest.
The Kilmackie Star. They always send a regards over to you, Hugo. But as I say, a very enjoyable day, and thanks very much to the BBC for having us up, and it's an experience you'll all enjoy.
And Mark Hill, you are the boy, because you've gone here a couple of years to present.
That's right, Hugo.
And who do you request for?
I have a special birthday request for my mum, whose birthday is tomorrow.
She's a hardy wee woman on. Mm-hmm. Good woman she is.
And I've also a charity barn dance which is taking place this Saturday night in 6 Trummery Lane, Moira, Craigavon, with Country Harmony and Boxcar Brian.
Very good. And you're going yourself here?
I'll be there myself, yes.
Anything else you'd like to add to that? No? You're very quiet, Mark, for a radio presenter.
Indeed.
Yeah. And then over here, Big Andy. Andy, you're keeping very quiet over there, the dancing greenkeeper. But Andy, we must say hello to your mum, Andy, because she's in hospital again, isn't she? So we want to wish her all the very best. And to Charlie, the dad, and the whole lot. So, Andy, you can tell her we're all thinking about her. We wish her well. Boys, I want to thank you very much for taking your time to come into the BBC and spend your day with us.
Thank you very much for having us on.
I don't have to ask you what song you want to hear.
Well, there's only one song for us, and the dancing greenkeeper's over there ready to start dancing.
Is he?
Where did you meet her?
Do you think would he be able to do it now? Would he be able for the...
Well, where did you meet her? There's only one other thing.
Where did they meet her, Andy? They met her in the Yalty Moor. Boys, thanks a million.
No problem. Thank you very much.
And I'm Davy, Mark, and Big Andy. On your bike, you boy.
And I'm living in London town. I searched all around for a girl of my own, but there wasn't there one to be found. Then I went to a dance on a Saturday night. I had a little drink and I felt just right. It was my first time there, and behold that light. There I met my pretty young wife. And where did you meet her? I met her at the Galtee Moor. In the Galtee Moor in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an only called in the mood. I met her in the Galtee Moor. And I walked her up to her own front door and I kissed her for the very first time. I liked her very much, so I asked her for a date next Saturday at 9:15. Well, I met her on that Saturday night. I asked her to marry me, she said she might. We'd a smashing time and we danced till late. It was me first and my very last days. And where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtee Moor. In the Galtee Moor in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an only God in the mood. I met her in the Galtee Moor. My name is Matt from Dublin, and I'm married in London town. Been married to her now for 30 years before, and it's going great guns of its sound. We were son of 32 and his name is Matt. He couldn't find a girl, he's shy like that. He went to a dance on a Saturday night. There he met his pretty Miss Right. And I said to him, where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtee Moor. In the Galtee Moor in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an only call in the mood. I met her in the Galtee
And that's the four boys there who were on before us there. And I thank them all very much for coming in. They're on a wee tour today. And I must